Let's start with Jason Freund, who is at the City Council meeting. The City Council talked about building a water purification plant. Jason, how would that help?
Well, Crystal, what I can tell you about this potential new water purification plant that will be coming down to Midland is that it will help get sediment and other debris out of the reservoirs here in Midland. That is kind of what caused the boil water notice, and there's also an issue that came up during the boil water issue. Let's check that out. Low levels in water reservoirs is what allowed sediment to get into the reservoir. Yet another problem Midland Utilities Director Carl Crago had to deal with.
One of the problems we ran into with the boil water notice was our reservoir got low, which allowed some of the sediment that gets put back into our reservoir that got sucked into our water plant.
Solids can be filtered out of our water already, but the filters don't always catch everything.
When you filter water, it's called a backwash, and it sends water that you filter through your filters back into our pipeline system, and we want to reuse some of that water. Water's not cheap here in Midland, so in that reuse, we remove most of the solids, but some still stays in there because we don't have a project like this right now. So that ends up going back into the reservoir, and over years will settle to the bottom like debris.
Which is where the water purification plant comes into play. City Council today approved a measure that would allow them to work with Enprotect/Hibbs and Todd on the design and workings of the plant.
So what this project will do, will actually take that solids, it'll solidify it to a point where it dries it, and we can take it to the landfill instead of it recirculating with our reuse water in the plant. It'll take more of that sediment out of the reuse water and dry it out, and we take it to the landfill.
Well, so far, the design and development of this water plant will take around 8 months. After those 8 months go by, we are looking at around a year's worth of time in terms of construction. So get ready for this water purification plant to come to Midland at some point in around 2 years. Crystal, back to you.